Yeah, how about it through the signs? Okay, let's do it. Alright. You know, I set it up this way because there was a little frog buddy on a branch. But some of you might be actually scared of frogs, so now that the frog is left, this might actually be more accessible for some of you. But we can see what the frog omen is. Right? The frog omen through the signs. Oh gosh. Frog omen through the signs. Start with Aries and Pisces. Aries, you might be feeling under the weather, feeling alone. Maybe some of you are sick and you feel betrayed because nobody's really coming to your aid the way you feel like they should. The Queen of Pentacles is not able to focus on nurturing others or herself, really. She needs to focus on nurturing herself, because for me, this often means that somebody isn't feeling well when it's reversed. So she has to kind of... She's also thinking about her finances. If I'm sick, what will that do for my finances? Will I be left out in the cold? Will I be ostracized in my circle of... Will I be set apart? Will I be kind of separated from my support group? And maybe examining these feelings and examining not only strategies like how to get out of this, but also does it feel like betrayal? And if so, like shining a light on a betrayal, you know. What was wrong with this situation? How was this unfair? And how can I bring it back in? A situation has ended. There was conflict in which somebody was left without support and feeling kind of isolated. What have I learned from it? Wedding, Soldier, and Hope. But Soldier and Hope are reversed. So it looks like there's going to be a celebration, but there's some nervousness about it because it wasn't seemingly done the right way. Like something's off about this. It could have something to do with, yeah, this fighting, this betrayal. It could have something to do with, yeah, things just aren't going exactly to plan. And this is an energy of somebody who likes to do things by the book. And so that makes the hope... Such a strange thing. I'd like to just put them upright. Having a wedding, trying to strategize and do things the right way, and having hope in the outcome. I prefer that message. Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah, you feel like you have to fight for this connection. The celebration, and this card could mean a wedding too. This Could have to do with your status also. You might feel like you have competition. Yeah, and it's keeping you up at night. What am I gonna do? So why is wish fulfillment behind the Two of Swords? Oh gosh. This just gets messier the farther I come into it. Something about it feels forced, and some of it feels strategized, and you're looking at the details to see how can you move forward and make the best of it. There is a celebration, that's upright. There is going to be happy times. That's not in question. But here we have the Empress reversed and the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups could be a water sign, could be... I mean, both of these can be mothers. But yeah, this could be a water sign. This could be a Libra or Taurus. But really, she's just Venusian. She's just the embodiment of femininity. That receptive, but like, you know, like Venus isn't one-dimensional. Venus is not just nurturing. She is nurturing. She is loving. She is aesthetic, but she can also be a lawyer. She could also be a warrior, you know? You know what I mean? She also takes charge. And when you're talking about nurturing and stuff like that, say you want to relate it to the Libra side of it. And, Libra is a cardinal sign. And what we typically see for the Empress, we think of it as a mother, a nurturing, or receptive energy, right? But that sort of energy takes charge. Maybe this person feels stuck, whoever this is. Again, it could be somebody who's sick, somebody who's not feeling well, somebody who needs to focus on their own needs so they can go ahead and care for others. But I don't think we think of Cancers and Libras and then that kind of feminine energy as an initiator, like we should oftentimes. But I do see two feminine energies here. One's very focused on their own emotions, and the other one just is not able to focus on her health and well-being so she can then care for others. I mean, this one's pretty grounded. This one's standing with her feet on the ground, sure. Okay. This could be a family situation. This is a stable environment that has, you know, been steadily invested into. And so now you feel like you have to fight for it because this is your happiness. But having to fight for it is not making you happy, of course. That's not something you want to have to fight for. I'm pretty long on Aries, aren't I? I don't think I could be doing 10 minutes for each. Consistency, inconsistency, because it was reversed. Something about this just feels very inconsistent. Something just isn't going by the books like it should. Something is... There's a snag here. What's going on? Don't let it get you down. Don't let it spoil your fun. Go ahead and do what you got to do, huh? Have a good time. Okay, Taurus. What is your frog omen? What is your frog omen, Taurus? Okay, letting go of playing games with a Sagittarius or with balance and trying to let things heal naturally. Dropping the win at all costs attitude. In a partnership, perhaps. This is also a Gemini card. Now, with Temperance and the Lovers, they both feature an angel, don't they? So this is guided. And perhaps you understand this and are trying to go with the flow. Trying to go with the flow because you know you only have so much control. You may feel like this person's very in and out and not very consistent as well. Could be a fire sign. Again, could be a Sagittarius. See a message coming in. It could also be the arrows of love. But it seems immature. And so you're taking your time and kind of sitting back. You don't trust this person to offer you anything consistently. And they may have hurt you in the past. You may have felt like there was some competition. You didn't want to deal with that and you let it go. But you know, here they come back in. And you got the Temperance, the Hierophant, Strength, and the Star. You feel like you just have to kind of go with the flow with this. You feel like their offer and message is immature. But you also feel like this is such a important connection that it's bigger than you, and you're just kind of letting it run its course the way it needs to. This could also have to do with a father and child. Father sending a message to a child too, possibly. Yeah, here. Thinking about a child, huh? Joyfulness, but it's reversed. A lover. And I saw that the Ace of Cups reversed here too. Like, something about this does not feel good. Like there are some hurt feelings in the past, possibly because of this King of Wands behavior in the past. Being in and out and inconsistent. Possibly with a child, in and out of a child's life. And so when they come back around, it's kind of the bittersweet. It's kind of like you don't know when it's gonna. Like, yeah, we're having fun now, but this might hurt later. When I'm hoping for something more consistent and stable. And we have Sorrow reversed, Melancholy reversed, and Lover reversed. So possibly this could be a situation where feelings were hurt in the past and maybe we're trying to work through them now. Maybe efforts are being made to mend the situation. Yeah. There's some misfortune around this child. A message that was not cheerful for sure. And with frivolity, I feel like it was perhaps uncalled for. House. Okay, so that's what I have there. Something about this situation still hurts, and it makes the whole thing seem immature. And until that's addressed, and you feel like it should be, you feel like it will be, but you're taking your time because this can't heal fast. This can't really, yeah, if you come in with the Knight of Swords, it's not going to go well. You're going to be met with the Queen of Swords, or you will become the Queen of Swords. Yeah. Somebody might get cut off. Okay, so that's your frog omen, Taurus. Tread carefully, go lightly. Yeah, Taurus. Go lightly. Audrey Hepburn. Breakfast at Tiffany's. Okay, Gemini. Gemini, you have been standing your ground trying to see this to the finish line, and you feel like giving up. Maybe you saw something on social media, or you saw something that just really got you in your head and messed you up, and you felt like sneaking away from everybody because your feelings were so hurt. Could have to do with a commitment. This could have to do with a father. It could have to do with an institution or a job. It could have to do with a marriage. This is a big commitment. This is very, this is a structure that is very important to you. And something was uncovered with the moon. There was light shown on something here. Could be dealing with a Taurus. You did come up in Taurus's reading. Something that you did not like. Could have even made you angry. And so instead of popping off and kind of acting out, you might be just trying to heal it patiently and fix whatever was exposed to be a weakness in the foundation of the relationship. You know, slow and steady. Trying to heal it, yeah, for sure. Trying to heal what isn't balanced so we could get to what we want here. For some of you, you may be dealing with a Sagittarius. You may be dealing with a water sign, who knows? Somebody doesn't want this to end. But it does feel like a betrayal. It does feel like, you know, maybe I took the wrong road here and I should go it alone. Maybe I've held back enough. Maybe my emotions are so tied in. And I'm thinking about, you know, the physical and nurturing somebody else so much that my own needs aren't being met anymore emotionally. But I feel like you're taking your time and actually trying to heal. I feel like you're trying to take a mature approach to this and not speed through it and not just intellectualize it and not try to, you know, sidestep it. You're there. Yeah, melancholy and lover. Something about this relationship is leaving you feeling pretty sad. Oh, priest. Somebody, it might actually be about a church. I don't know for some of you, because we got priest and service. Maybe for a small few of you who actually, you know, go to church and stuff like that, you feel like they're a little too haughty about how they go about their service. You don't like how they do things. You don't like how they use their gifts. So you might be not only questioning a relationship or a job or something like this, you might be questioning your religion. You might be questioning marriage. It's true, you might be questioning a partnership that's been going on for some time, that you've been building that foundation. Yeah, we're talking years. Yeah. Somebody's still too mad to apologize, though. And somebody might be feeling like the other person's too materialistic in this connection. And there's some confusion about what's fair and what isn't. I think if there's children involved, you're choosing the children. You're choosing your happiness. And you know that any selfish actions won't lead to healing. That's what I have for you, Gemini. Okay, Cancer. All right, Cancer. Let's see. Ooh, there's some fighting going on. There's some conflict, and it feels really forced, Cancer. Instead of healing it, somebody's making it worse. Ego could be getting in the way big time here. And this could be a group of people. This could be in a group of 5 or more. Watch those egos, you know. I don't want to say a D-swinging contest, but it's looking like a D-swinging contest. You know in your heart that this isn't the way it should be, and you're thinking about stepping away from this conflict for a moment. You see that it's being forced, and it's leading to just so much conflict here that it's time to just let it go. It's not worth it. Just let it go. What are you defending? And at what cost do you want to defend it? Does it feel immature to do so? For the type of connections these are. The way this has been handled does not feel empowering to anybody, even though so much ego is involved, huh? We have house reversed. So this could have this could be to do with a housing situation. A journey that has not been going easy or well. Maybe somebody feels stuck, you know? And here we have Lord and Lover. So if this is a marriage, do we want to stop fighting? I don't like how this is going. Is this what we want the story of our relationship and our life to be? Do we want it to feel forced? Do we want to stop the fighting? Do we want to let go of the relationship altogether? We are looking at what this relationship really is. We are looking at the bigger picture of our lives and what it means to us. We are seeing what needs to be done differently and whether or not following tradition or holding on to it is appropriate at this time. And with Strength and the Hierophant, those two cards are, you're not totally in control of those. Those are majors. And they're both reversed. So there could be serious questions and stress on a relationship of some kind. And more than 2 people are involved in this situation. For some of you, this could be a landlord and a lover at odds. Somebody's not feeling confident, and so they're playing games, trying to win at all costs. Like, yeah. Yeah, it's just really immature. It's just really immature. This isn't how we want to do things. There could actually be younger people involved here, but this is not spiritually sound to do it this way. In this partnership, this could be a family, right? What's been uncovered, there needs to be healing. We need to move to a calmer situation with our thoughts and communication here. We can't be talking shit like this. So wish fulfillment is to hold back and to enjoy the company of others. I mean, we have 5 over here fighting. We have 3 left drinking here in this celebration. We have the 2 of Cups over there, but that was reversed. So there's that. That's what I have for you, Cancer. Okay, and next we have Leo. What is your frog? Omen. Leo. Okay. Feeling stuck in a situation that has you kind of wanting to take action and forceful action. It's like feeling backed into a corner, you know? You know? That is the frog omen for Leo. Okay. So there may have been some harsh words spoken. There may have been a lot of bitter feelings here. Somebody may have been cut off. It was very disappointing. It probably has to do with a connection that there's still some amount of caring in. I say that because, you know, the 5 of Cups, there's the 2 Cups. Everybody's always like, oh, yeah, you still got the 2 Cups. Well, the 2 of Cups is a partnership. It's a relationship. It's 2 people bringing love to a situation. So, and the burden of feeling stuck here and having to ease through it is a lot to bear. It feels like it makes you feel battle weary. It makes you feel trapped. It makes you feel burdened, like you're carrying a lot. And it makes you feel very unhappy. And this could have to do with a family situation. It's maxing out here. And I gotta say, you do have a few Sagittarius cards. And here's a Leo card. So you have to use, you feel very trapped, and you intuitively know that you have to ease out of this to heal. Spirit's kind of guiding you to do that, and I think you're following through. But the water over here is a little murky that she's stepping in, isn't it? Because the cups are dumped. This long-standing, stable environment that brought so much happiness is now such a burden. So there's still some amount of caring in this relationship, and you are guided to ease through it. And with the Strength card, that's a major, so you don't have total control. There could be a lot of judgment in the relationship by the Queen of Cups because, yeah, they're not getting along here. They're not getting along here. And the emotions, like I said, the emotions are very murky. And the truth of the situation is also hard to bear. Some of you, this could, you could be dealing with a Gemini or a Scorpio. And again, Sagittarius. But there is guidance in this situation, and almost every major is telling you to Hold back. Ease up. Take it easy. You feel stuck and this is so burdensome, you don't know how you're going to take it anymore. But all of these are saying, hey, we're guiding you. Your angels are guiding you, if you believe in angels, you know. The passions flare, the emotions are murky. There is judgment in this relationship. Could have gone on for 4 years or more, but with this, I imagine it's been maybe some time longer than that. So, Leo. Trying to do things the right way. Kind of learning about what happened in this situation and trying to do things the right way and trying to protect yourself in the process. Some of you might be even going to a lawyer for advice on the situation. Okay, so I see reunion. And I see conversation. And note who you see in the cards here and what that looks like to you and the feelings it brings. Reunion is here, right? We have thoughts. So have a conversation, take some time to think about it. Sighs. Yeah, just take a minute. Just take a minute and think about things. Don't take a minute and get stuck in your thoughts and emotions, though. This looks really burdensome. This looks really hard to go through. This person is battle weary. This person's working on very little emotional stability at this point because it's just been so taxing. But it's gonna be okay. In time, it's guided, all right? And if it's guided by your for your highest good, then it may not be okay now, and it may have lasting upsetting factors, but it's bringing you through to something. It is part of your journey, and perhaps you couldn't stop it even if you wanted to. You can't skip through this. You can't skip through this chapter. You're having to ride it out, and you are at your wit's end with it. Oh, gosh. And that's what I have for you, Leo. Oh, gosh. The frog omen has been a little challenging. Sorry about that. Okay, so now we have Virgo. Okay, you're not sure why she's so mad. Or maybe you are the person who's angry and you're trying to not act out in that space. Are there lies being told? Have to address that with the Ace of Swords reversed and the Queen of Swords reversed. Are we being honest here? Okay, Virgo. All right, you may be dealing with a Leo, but it could also be guided to take a step back again, because tempers have been flaring quite a bit. There's a situation you may feel stuck in that you want to come out of, but you're not having an easy time working with people through it. And there might be an idea of stability that kind of like a new way, like a new path. Perhaps a new job. Okay, so here's the King of Wands reversed. Easing through this energy. Halfway in, halfway out. Kind of, suspended. Not really getting through the lesson just yet. And not really wanting to. Something doesn't want to be, like you don't want to experience something. You don't want to go through with something. You don't want to take this lesson. You don't want to read through this entire chapter with all the details. You're having trouble getting through it and focusing. You haven't seen an end to the inconsistency. But I do see that there's going to be a message from the King of Pentacles. This could be about a job. And they're both upright. So that's a good sign. So there hasn't been any end in sight to this. There may be one soon. Somebody may be manifesting an end to a situation here. Knight of Swords, Eight of Cups. Nine of Swords reverse, something that's been very hard on your mind. It's been keeping you up at night. It's been a whole nightmare. It's been emotionally unstable, and now it's time for fortune to turn here. It's time for divine action. It's time to manifest an ending and transformation towards something more for you here at this point. Hey, if any of you are feeling very emotionally unstable to the point where you feel like you want to do something to end it, if you know what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? If you're having these intense emotions, don't take action just yet. Call somebody who cares about you, somebody who's grounded and stable. Somebody who might offer you some help if you need it. Because these energies with this, I just worry, like I don't want this to go towards a death of the body situation. So if you would please try talking to somebody first when you're feeling emotionally unstable, because that would be good. People do care about you. People do love you, even if you feel like, even if you come from a family that's kind of broken at this point, there's a way through. You may have taken a hit. There may have been separations, but you're on your journey, and that doesn't have to look like anything in particular. Don't do anything so hurtful to yourself over a work situation, okay? That wouldn't be fair to you. That wouldn't be honoring your soul, probably. But who am I to shame anybody for anything, so I don't want to go there. Yeah, this could be a very unfair work situation. Virgo. You may seek the advice and counsel and action somebody older than you. Somebody you think is wise. Yeah. This is very painful and you need support. You need support to get over it. Hey, cross watchers, go check on Virgo, please. I don't mean to laugh, it's not funny. I'm a Virgo rising, and the lows can be low. Okay, so let's see. What do we have? Yeah, sorrow. Virgo is not feeling good right now. This is depression. You need to reach out to somebody if you can. You are in danger. This is the malady card. Take care of yourself. People care about you. And if this is like depression about housing or work situation that's going south, that's not all there is. That's not all there is in life. Yeah, something feels very unstable and inconsistent. You know, for some of you, it's a love situation. Maybe reach out to somebody besides your lover for this one. Some of you may be having issues with your landlord. Oh, gosh. Like, how can I make this work? For some of you, it's a work and housing situation. You're being advised to reach out to somebody with a lot of financial security. Somebody who's very grounded and nurturing, as well as financially stable. Like we're not going to somebody who only cares about finances. We're going to maybe somebody who cares about finances and family. Okay. Don't do anything, you know. Yeah, don't do anything rash. Hang in there, Virgo. You don't see a way out of it now. You don't know how you're going to make this work. But slow and steady does it, okay? Maybe a difficult conversation to have. For some of you, this could be about a child even. You want things done the right way and you're not seeing a clear path. But that doesn't mean you need to throw everything away just yet. Ending a cycle doesn't mean ending you necessarily, okay? Okay. Take care of it. Okay, Libra. Whew. The frog omen for Libra. Making a choice, possibly having to do with work or the stability of your family. Yeah. You want to take action so that what you want could come to you. You've chosen your path. You feel like you've been working well with others and working with your own inner guidance. And now you like to see it manifest. A whole lot of passion, a little bit of healing, both feet on the ground, but looking out. You're standing on fertile ground. You'd like to move this and talk to people, possibly, about moving this towards something more psychologically soothing and calm. Like whatever this was, there was emphasis on how we think and speak about it. We have to be very gentle. I'm kidding. You're on fertile ground and you're looking out, but these emotions need to be dealt with carefully, especially with the way we speak and think. So some of you may be practicing this sort of law of attraction or hermeticism. Yeah, you want to make sure you're coming from a full cup. You want to make sure that you're manifesting something you're going to be happy with later. Yeah, because you know the secret. You may have studied this for some time. And in the past, you've gone through cycles where there were lying, cheating, stealing. It didn't go how you wanted it to. You thought you were trying to go toward, what was your path, your unique path, with you as the star. But it ended in heartbreak, and you had to get over that. And you don't want to do the journey of life that way anymore, so often as you could help it. And so I see you kind of keeping quiet about this, like I said, with thoughts and communication, so you can keep them balanced with your emotions stable and joy in your heart. Okay, there could have been some messy relationship issues in the past here. And you're focusing on your internal calm. Maybe doing some meditation. And again, you might be doing some study of ancient wisdom and truth. Cheerfulness, fortune. You're trying to stay cheerful because you've seen in the past how a negative attitude affected your outcome, affected how fortunate you are in a situation, the weight of your thoughts, and you're really trying to do it a different way this time. So, without even seeing the Magician, I see all these cards to say that that's what you were doing. In the past, it was very turbulent in relationships. There was pain. There was sorrow. There was misfortune. And a lot of it had to do with the emotions and the communication here. It did not serve you. So you perhaps have been reading up on how to free yourself of this prison. Have a mindset and move forward. I don't think you're really talking about it much. You can also be secretly manifesting a relationship, moving towards somebody. This could be a hidden relationship too. If you're in a turbulent marriage or something like that, that you thought was your wish fulfillment, you might be trying to kind of sneak away towards somebody new and not talking about that also. Choose your adventure. All right. It could be with a Pisces, High Priestess. I also see Aquarius here. Aries. I don't know why I said Aries, it was Aries. Okay, anyway. Scorpio. Scorpio, what is your frog omen? Oh, Scorpio. Something was pretty harsh. It has you looking at things in a new way and trying to keep your emotional balance. You're trying not to sting them. You're trying not to sting them. You're trying to act in love. Okay. I understand. Because you need a victory here. You really do. You need guidance, and so you're trying to act appropriately. Even if you weren't treated so kindly. And if you know it wasn't fair, and you're trying to take the lesson anyway, even though you feel stuck and rejected. And you're not sure what to do. You know enough to kind of go inward a little bit, you know, and manage your emotions. Yeah. Trying to kind of go with the flow, right on top of the emotions, and do what you can while also keeping your perspective open. You might be dealing with a Pisces, I don't know. You want to be open enough to slip out of it when it's time. You feel like you've sacrificed a lot. And you're trying not to be bitter, although you may feel like you've been mistreated or treated unfairly. Could have felt like a betrayal. But you know this isn't for you. You were just kind of hanging in there. You were just kind of hanging in there because you weren't sure how to slip out of it yet. And you were trying to take the lesson and gain a new perspective that you can use to advance in this situation. But something has ended here, Scorpio, for sure. And it hurt. And it seemed cold and calculated. It's cold and hard, man. It was not an easy ending. Now you're left with all these options, and most of them you don't really like, but you have to take one. And I see you getting a little closer to doing that. That's why this felt like such a betrayal, huh? Yeah, and here's the Chariot. You're doing what you can to take the lesson and go with the flow so Spirit can deliver its will through you in the physical realm. You're wise enough to understand that, much like Libra. I saw that with Libra also. You're giving it a try. You're doing what you can to take action. You're getting the car ready, but you're also leaving room for Spirit to guide you out, to guide you through it. I want to see like somebody like through a bottleneck situation. That's what I'm seeing for you, Scorpio. But the Chariot is not a negative card. You don't have as much control as you might like in it, but it's not a negative card. For some of you, this could be about a car. It's as simple as that. For others of you, this is a little more spiritual than that. Okay. So you kind of felt like all these obstacles knocked you off your position in life, and you have to go with just the stuff on you. And you're trying to take that lesson, like I said, with going with the flow and trying to stay right and not let it make you bitter. Because you know that, yeah, you're being guided forward after this. There's not much else you can do. For some of you, something happened to your car and you're walking. Okay. But although you're trying to have this attitude, you fear it's not working, and that could set you into an unbalanced kind of emotional state. A couple of Sagittarian cards too. There could also be issues with work that seem unbalanced. Work life is not feeling balanced, and it's making you feel like that is an area of life that you need to work on. That could be an obstacle. And you're doing what you can though. Sometimes it's just a hard situation. But you have the spark, and although it's been hard on you and you've had to focus more on the finances than you prefer, you are keeping your emotions in check. You're managing your expectations. You're going with the flow. You're working with others in love and peace, and trying not to turn on the partnerships you do have, like I said, with the bitterness. Really trying. Let's see, Scorpio. Let's see what we've got here. Child and lover. What's that about? House. Okay, so for some of you, this could be a housing situation. Here we have enemy reversed. Like you're trying not to see somebody as an enemy, but more what those feelings can do to you as the enemy as you move forward, because here is melancholy, and that was also reversed. So I see you trying to intentionally navigate your feelings. Waiting on a merchant. or waiting as a merchant. Take it as it resonates, you know. They're both looking forward. They're both looking for the ship. Waiting for that ship to come in, aren't they? You are being guided. Yeah, read up on the Chariot. And also, if you'd like a really in-depth and fulfilling interpretation, you can look at what the Crowley deck has to say about the Chariot. I prefer the Crowley interpretation for this one, but they're all good, you know. And it could just be as simple as a car. This could be an issue with a car. Okay. You're working through it very well right now. You're doing a good job, Scorpio. It's a hard situation. You're doing good. Okay, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Let's see what your frog omen is. Okay, you might be considering going back to an air sign. You might be looking at paperwork to do with getting assistance. You might be crossing your T's and dotting your I's. You may be trying to go towards stability and hanging on to whatever you can in the process, and you might feel stuck. It may not be going so smooth. Right? And on this side, yeah, you feel like they don't really care about you at all. You feel like they're playing games, win at all cost. And you don't see an end in sight to this. Yeah. Just looks like fighting and headaches and instability. Can't get through to anybody. Looks like a really hard time, Sagittarius. Let's see. Oh, you could be dealing with a court situation. It just looks like paperwork. Like something's been very upsetting, and you've been dealing with masculine energies that just are upsetting you. Yeah, you may be forcing a situation, or you may feel forced in a situation. You may need more time to heal and stuff like that, and you're just not being given that. And this could be about a motherhood journey. This could be about, you know, creative endeavor. But for some of you, as a mother, you might feel forced into legal action. I just did see the Emperor reversed. I did see some court cards there. I did see some messiness, all right? Keep your inner light through this. You're the upright Empress. Yeah, for some of you, this could be about a divorce or something like that, or coming out of an institution that gave you some stability, where you feel like there were a lot of mind games. People are in it to win it, no matter what. But listen, Sagittarius, you're on your own journey here. You are the star, okay? So whatever's pushing you around right now, it's just setting your stage, you know, to rise higher. These are both very empowering cards. You may feel like you're not being given enough time and compassion to heal from a situation, or you may feel like people just don't care, like things are unfair, like being forced and pushed around, and yeah. just played with and messed with. But listen, you're going to handle this like the Empress, with poise and grace, creativity. You're going to come out of this creating your reality. And not just your reality, creating a whole world. A whole world for yourself here. Your own story. The star. And something about this story, it's like the harder they come at you, the more you're going to succeed because it will nurture others. That's the stage you're setting. You see this injustice, you're going to turn it around and make it a more just and yeah, it felt like betrayal. There were no clear ways. You felt like people were being sneaky. There were pitfalls, especially financially. This looks like an unfair financial situation that you're having to navigate. And the way you do it will bring you to your higher self, a higher status in that way. Change your perspective because this is sharpening you and giving you a fuller perspective to lead with later. It feels like if you are dealing with, if you feel like you have to work with this type of energy when you're sitting the Empress, right? You're like, why? How could this happen? If I'm like this, why are they like that? Well, it's not about them. It's about you. So they're at a different point in their journey. You know, it's not about them. If they wanna be like that, let them live in that. Let them carry that. There's a family situation that could have split up here, that you had to let go of, something you were fighting for pretty fiercely. And you could be trying to get back to what you once wanted in life. What was it that you used to want to do? And you might be thinking of old memories and conversations you had with your siblings, or conversations you had with your childhood friends about what made you happy and what you felt like your soul's purpose was. And that changes over time sometimes, doesn't it? But now you're taking you know, when you take a step forward, you're taking a more grounded step forward. You're no longer a child. And even if this Ten of Pentacles is reversed, you're showing up at least with the 8. You're working towards it. You're working towards your dreams. And anything that's put in your path as an obstacle is only making you stronger right now. And sometimes that's really crappy to say to somebody. Because sometimes things are just bad and it just hurts and there's no good reason for it. But for enough of you Sagittarians, you're being forced in a place of power. You're being forced into a position of great strength and creativity. You are the star in your story. Move forward accordingly. Working with this other person could be a Libra. I also see Aquarius here, but the Aquarius is more in your favor here. Another thing is you could be working with an older woman. You could be working with your mother. But if you feel like you're tied to this person, being breadcrumbed, like it's conditional love, like it's like just little bits, like breadcrumbing, that's not your dream. That's not the stability you want. That's somebody else's stability. That's not what you want. That's not you and spirit and other people working together. That's more of, yeah, you don't want to move with that conditional love to get to where you are. So you could have been at odds with masculine energies in your life. You could be pushed towards the feminine energies in your life. You could be pushed towards your own feminine path, but this is something that you're going to come out of very strong. Don't work with just anybody. Okay, for some of you, there may be a wedding. Could be a wedding. Yeah, the priest. A letter, but it's reversed. House, but that's reversed. So there may be some instability there, right? Pleasure seekers. And thief reversed. So in the past, you may have gotten news that made you feel destabilized. Maybe some housing paperwork or contracts. Weren't drawn up the way you'd hope. Maybe you had faith that this would be one way, and you're feeling like maybe you have been played. This is not what you hoped it would be. But your wish fulfillment is coming. And it may turn out better than you had thought. Yeah, you might be pleasantly surprised with how this turns out. Somebody stole something from you. You might be, yeah. Yeah, you might get a gift to replace it. Somebody even so far as stole your joy here. If somebody had a good time at your expense. So, gift, wedding reversed. So if this is a marriage that didn't quite turn out the way you'd hoped, there may be a surprising ending to this that goes in your favor. Yeah, if somebody was cheating with consistency reversed, maybe something wasn't consistent, maybe something just wasn't as stable as you'd hoped. A service. If something goes wrong with it, if a wedding is called off and you have gifts or something like that, Yeah, there might be a surprise on the horizon, but you're gonna be okay. So what do I have for you, Sagittarius? Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, your frog omen. Okay, something's not working, but you're really trying not to kill it off. You're really trying to keep it going. You don't want this to end. You're worried about what might happen if something doesn't work. Like, there's a lot at stake. A lot at stake. Possibly even people's health. If a contract or a relationship doesn't work. But there's also an aspect of it where there's not much passion in this relationship. And you really feel like it's imbalanced and you need to go a different way. Aries energy there. Yeah. This is not making you feel good. You may be feeling like the laughing stock. This is not what you wanted. This is not the path that you thought was going to lead to your fulfillment and your own personal victory and the imbalance is hurting your feelings. And you also worry about your reputation, like feeling like it's embarrassing. Don't just hold on to this yourself. Now is the time to maybe talk to somebody about it. Maybe going to counseling or going to see somebody who cares about you, and like here, this could be like an older man, an older woman who have been through a lot and have the wisdom to help and guide you and nourish your spirit, your soul through this situation. Yeah, because it's time to take action. You've held off on making a decision of which way you're going to go for some time. And these are both cardinal, right? We got one Libra card, one Aries. Doesn't feel fair, and the more you think about it, the more upsetting it is. You feel like you're in limbo, you feel stuck. You're worried about working together. Here's Aries again. A masculine energy. This could be a father figure of some sort, or boss. You feel forced. You feel forced. You put out. With little regard to your feelings. It's a heavy load to carry. But you were up for it, you know. You had an idea, you had the spark, you were willing to do it, but you know, it just seems out of control. And the more out of control it gets, the more you want to grasp at it and kind of go at it with like ego, because your feelings are hurt, which is understandable. Your pride is hurt, not your ego. Your pride is hurt. Okay. So there could be a split of the finances. This could be a break in a family situation, especially with the Emperor reversed. This isn't what you had hoped it would be. This isn't the victory you had planned for. This has left you with very hurt feelings, with some issues with your pride. This has left you with feeling out of control, or dealing with somebody who feels out of control. And yeah, the more they try to grasp at control, the worse it gets. Just acting out of passion. It just doesn't feel fair. There may be a situation that seemed really, like, it did not seem stable enough to go towards before. You may have rejected it. But it may be time to come back around and take a closer look. Because there may be some truths here about working together that need to be seen and healed. For that disappointment to be healed from, and to come from an emotionally safe place. Yeah. There's some fuckery afoot. There could have been a marriage here, cheating and stuff. That could have left you at a disadvantage and made you feel like you weren't doing a good job because you had to take care of your own needs instead of taking care of others and being creative as you like to do. Be right back. I need to plug in. It may have even messed with your health. Okay, well, I can't plug in my phone, so let's see how much I have left. Only 5. All right, well, I'm going to leave it at that. All right, seek counsel of people who have gone through it. I get the feeling maybe they're older than you or something like this. Stand your ground, though. There are going to be obstacles, but you'll get through it. Fight for family, invest in family. Oh gosh, but that's the Tower. I'm feeling stuck. Feeling the Queen of Wands is selfish, holding on, unbalanced in a housing situation. The inner fighting. Yeah, you need to talk to somebody about this. Okay, Capricorn. Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. You feel like there are so many obstacles to your happiness. Like people just keep on getting in the way of your happiness. And it's a constant... like, just let me be. Okay, so you're choosing to do things the traditional way, but with a little bit of flair. For some of you, you may be thinking about for some of you, you could be getting married or going into a partnership, a structured partnership with a fire sign or a Queen of Wands kind of character. Or you can be the Queen of Wands here. You might be choosing a new spiritual path and letting go of an old one. You might feel like you've gotten what you needed from it, and now you're going within and kind of holding back for now. Maybe meditation is important right now for you. Maybe you have a new idea that you really want to just kind of keep to yourself. And yeah, I think this is a spiritual journey, Aquarius. I think you might be looking toward a new spiritual practice or study. I think you're studying it now, if that's the case. Or if this is a job or something like that. Like, I feel like you are looking into something and kind of keeping it to yourself, feeling guided toward it and feeling passionate toward it, but also not running toward it, kind of taking a like you're moving toward it with like some cardinal Aries type energy, but you're also kind of easing into it, like a very like I get the feeling like the Jupiter decan of Leo. You know what I mean? With the Strength card. So yeah, you're like taking action toward it, and you're definitely going to do this, but you're also doing it like in a kind of, you're trying to have some balance and look into it and really trying to put this into words. Like not like scientific research, but in the research stage of this. You're looking into a spiritual practice. And it feels really fun and exciting. It's very attractive to you. And learning about it is even very attractive to you. And you're having quite a lot of fun kind of keeping it to yourself sometimes too. Or you can even have a mentor. Okay. What are you leaving? What are you leaving behind? What are you slowly leaving behind? It hurt, whatever it was. It hurt, whatever it was. Could have to do with a partnership, because of course we have the 3 and we have this Libra card here. Taking a lesson and easing out of a situation that was hard on your heart and your mind, that didn't make you feel like it hurt your pride. It hurt your pride too. So there's that. You felt stuck. Okay, so this very well could be somebody who was sick, like a sick mother or something like that, with a child here. Felt stuck. This didn't feel like your true path, which I would tell you, yeah, be very careful. Ease and heal, because how you do things matters. I'm not going to say, hey, yeah, just go for yourself all the time and it doesn't matter, fuck them, but no. If you feel stuck in a situation, you do have to take action. But from a healing place. Right? Because this could turn real messy. Real messy. Yeah. All right. Yeah, some ups and downs there, huh? some passion and fun, and also a little bit of emotional turmoil and hurt. So whatever you do, remember that how you do things does matter. Fortune and room. I'm going to need more than that. Let's see. Melancholy. Something you're doing in a room, like in your office or in a specific room. Like I said, something about this felt hidden, like when I was talking about the spiritual practice or something that you're doing, but something that you're doing was exciting, and part of the reason it was exciting is because it was private, I feel like. You may have a mentor in this. But yeah, melancholy is reversed, so there's that. If some of you are starting a new commitment and leaving an old one, that's showing up. Yeah, wife. Scholar, prison, yeah, somebody felt trapped in a relationship, conversation, cheerfulness, and misfortune, but that's reversed. Okay, so you're starting a new commitment and learning some ways to move ahead in a new way, but are you, because scholar is reversed, are you learning the lessons you're supposed to from this? That's for you to answer. That's for you to know. It is cheerful, though. It is exciting. But what is the conversation like? There could be some gossip. Oh, Aquarius. Tread lightly. You might be talking to somebody you find very attractive here. But just remember, it matters how you do things, right? And on to Pisces. Okay, Pisces. Okay, last but not least, Pisces. The recording cut off right before I could start yours, like exactly when I was calling out Pisces. So let's see what we got. The Frog Omen. Okay, you really have been putting forth the grounded effort towards your emotional fulfillment and your wish fulfillment. Looks like you should be feeling pretty good right now, most of you. Oh yeah, this could be with a partnership. There could have been many obstacles. But you feel like you've achieved a status that you don't mind defending, right? You don't mind fighting for this. And it feels guided to you. Okay. Something about it could seem unfair. There could be feeling stuck and not appreciated for who you are. There could be a lack of financial independence that has you feeling down. There could be, and I'm especially getting this, some talking crap and judgment that has you feeling down. But yeah, those are some of the obstacles. General unhappiness that you have faced in this choice, in this connection, on this path. The Frog Omen. You may have felt like you weren't able to change their perspective. You weren't able to communicate how you felt. Perhaps this is in the future. What else do we have here? Pisces? Yeah, but here you go. You're trying your best now. I see it like there was a lot of talking going on and a lot of having to defend this relationship. There could have been some kind of breakup and some kind of hidden heartbreaking situation. But I see here with the 7 going to the 8 that there were obstacles and challenges here, and you wanted to achieve some sort of status, and you were looking at how grounded this relationship is, and how steady the waters are, and now you're ready to take action. You're ready to move forward, and you're ready to talk about it. I feel like you have to defend yourself or your partnership. I see, like, the lovers going and, like, throwing the sticks. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, it could have been a 3-party situation. It could be a situation where you felt judged for, like, drinking or, you know, smoking or something, you know, kind of substances or something like that. Just all kinds of issues. Could be within a family. You couldn't get them to change their perspective. So the situation just kind of stayed as it was. Or this is how it's going to be. The Frog Omen. Well, surprise! I'm sorry, Pisces. The shit hit the fan, and there's lots of fighting about it. Okay, so what are we manifesting? It's unclear. Somebody's not feeling good. Somebody has to focus on the finances a little more than they'd like to right now, and it feels like there's been a turn of fortune that is very uncomfortable, and it has you not able to work with others in a way you used to, and this affects your stability, and you're having trouble finding the counsel you need to get through this situation. Could have something to do with the judgment. It could have something to do with just being an obstacle. So you'd like to move through this, but you're feeling pretty emotional about it, because how could you not? How could you not feel emotional about the situation where you've had to defend yourself so much? You see, this is upright. You could be dealing with a Gemini. You've gone from the 7 to the 8 of this stressful situation, but going from defending yourself to really talking about it. And seemingly the party is over, but there's still love in the situation. But with this tower that rocks the foundation, I wonder, like, the family still seems okay, but the emotions are getting a little hard to manage. Because of everything going on. Okay, so Pisces. Like what was supposed to be a celebration because there's love in it. Is not really working out well. Yeah, lover, sweetheart. They're both reversed here. What's happened? And I did see the King of Cups was reversed down there with the Wheel of Fortune. I don't know what happened there, but you need to find out, Pisces. Or what's going to happen. It is an omen, right? Foe. Malady. Okay. So one of those obstacles could end up hurting you a bit. Is what this could be. Could be hurting this sort of battle here. Enemy. Child. Servant reversed. With foe and enemy here. Yeah, you do have a lot of people who might be pretty upset with you. And lover and sweetheart reversed. Yeah. I mean, there might be some haughtiness and some messages that don't sound so great. I think you still hold hope in this situation. There might be judgment about something to do with a child, how a child is being cared for here. I see with the servant and the child card. Be part of the judgment, part of the obstacle is dealing with this child care situation. Maybe somebody around you is sick, somebody you perceive as an enemy. Or maybe you feel like they're trying to harm you. Or maybe sickness is your enemy. Your foe is looking at your old sweetheart and your old lover. Your enemy is looking at a malady here. We have child upright, servant reversed. So things having to do with the past are some things that you find, yourself having to account for. Feeling stuck, feeling heartbroken, feeling like people won't let you move forward, feeling like people are talking negatively. And maybe that they just keep at it here. And, yeah, this is a fell. This. So you could feel really stuck in a situation where it's like, I can't win here. No matter what I try, something's wrong. No matter what I do, I feel pushed back. I feel judged. They still talk about me no matter what I do. They might talk about an illness you had, like it might be ableism, or it might be somebody else's illness. It might be how you care for your child. You have like a few different people finding faults. You have old lovers, old sweethearts finding faults. It's just been hard, but there is love in a situation. You're still able to... Yeah, it feels forced. It's starting to feel forced. You need some time to heal. Yeah. If you're watching some, like do what you can for yourself. Like, if you know that there are foes or ex-lovers or sweethearts or enemies or people who don't like you for some reason or another, let them go. Don't try to force contact. Don't try to force like spying or anything like that. Just don't even. Just don't even. For your own stability and fortune. Just look forward instead. Because hope might mean blinding yourself to some of that. Can't get it to not be fuzzy there. There you go. Blind hope. Blind hope. That may be what you're running on at this point. But there is a fated ending here. Just as the choice made was fated, just as the partnership here seemed fated, was fated, just as the emotions here seemed and felt very real. And with the 3 reversed here and the 10 upright here, I feel like there was a situation that ended and another that began. You're passing through something here. There's a larger lesson being learned. That is some risky things. That might be too risky for me to say in this situation because it does look really tumultuous. And sometimes just hurtful things happen, painful things happen, and for seemingly no reason. And this just feels like one after another after another. This could feel like a bad ending to a situation for sure. Has you in your emotions. And it's hard to work with this. Hard to work with this energy. Hard to even get proper counsel. But you are ending with the world. This is seeing through things. Seeing through the very, how do I even? Seeing through the matter of it. Seeing through the space and time of it. Expanding your perspective and view to the whole timeline of everything and all of it. Like death. Like passing through the matter of it, seeing right through the matter of it and feeling the acceptance of the lesson learned and the passing through of the all, of the knowledge, of the information of it, of the being of it. the being of it. You're passing through a very hard, oh gosh, like I almost see it as like in a sci-fi movie, and you got laser beams coming at your ship, and you're trying to pass through a very small opening or whatever to get to safety, and the spaceship's breaking down, and oh shit, you know, and then I bet you make it in the end. But everything's different. Like the whole situation's different now, though. Like relationships could have been lost. You don't know. I mean, now you have to find a way out of this new situation, and they may have pew-pewed your ship, you know, that sort of thing. Like and you just have to have a blind hope for this new start. But, okay, let me show you the good parts. If you're going to have the blind hope, we're going to show you that there's good news, there's a connection, there's a happy family situation, and there's the world here. There's a lesson learned. Okay? All right, see you next time.